Jessica on the Tom Leykis show.
Hi, Tom.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm great.
Good, good. So, I don't have a question for you. I have a comment. I just, I think you're doing a huge disservice to men by giving them the advice to give out a fake zip code, such as
fake area code. Yes, get a cell phone with if you live in Southern California, get a cell phone with a 310 area code. Get your home phone. If you have a landline, get a VoIP phone, like Vonage or Packet 8 or one of those, and then put 310 area code on that. And then on top of that, never bring women home to have sex with them. Always go back to their place. They never see your place. And then these women believe they're banging some guy who lives in 310.
Well, okay, I totally get you on that. However, the bottom line is, at the end of the day, women love to sit around, drink wine, and whine about their problems with men. Now, the majority of women in this town, like the one that was...
But those are the men they don't have sex with. You see, it's their gay friends, it's their so-called male friends, it's their MySpace friends, it's anybody but the guys they're having sex with.
No, they're having sex with these men, and I've heard this story, the song and dance with the guy, and she says, oh, well, he says he makes this much, and he says he works, and these are guys that are following that rule. However, what's happening, and what will eventually happen, is you're going to completely defeat the purpose, and women that are going to sit around, all of the idiotic women, not the sharpest tools in the shed.
Darling, we're not looking for the sharpest tools in the shed. You're clearly doing this classroom. And by the way, we don't care. We don't care what happens eventually, because once you find out that we don't live in 310 and that we don't make the money you think we make, we've already gotten what we've wanted, and we move on to the next victim. You don't understand. We don't care if you eventually find out.
No, what I'm trying to say, if I can finish.
Don't tell me how to. Wait a minute. Don't tell me how to run this class.
I'm not telling you how to run it. I'm just giving you...
I will let you finish. I will let you finish when I am ready to let you finish, and you will not tell me when to finish or when to start talking.
Okay.
I am in charge here, not you.
You're in charge. Okay, you're right.
No, you will continue when I tell you can continue.
Absolutely. Okay. So, is that it? That's it.
Now you can continue.
Wow, that was pretty amazing. I like that. Anyways, what I'm saying is...
That was like my hand hitting your ass.
Excuse me?
Never mind, go ahead, I'm sorry.
I like that. Interrupt me, too. It's good. So what I'm saying is, when I'm sitting here talking to these women that aren't the sharpest tools in the shed, whatever, smart ones, dumb ones, at the end of the day, they're going to confide in the ones like me that are going to give them advice, and eventually the pool of women it's going to be very scarce. I mean, it may not be in our lifetime, but pretty soon here, it's going to get pretty bad.
No, but then we move on to the daughters of these women, you see, once they're old enough. I mean, I'm 51 years old. I'm already turning down women who are my age, and I moved on to their daughters.
Hey, I don't discriminate.
There's a whole new crop of stupid women out there, and I plan to nail every one of them.
So then what advice can you give to somebody like myself who dates men that are younger than me? I'm 29. I've dated men that are 20. I've dated men that are 60.
Well, why do you need advice? If you're so happy with the way things are going, why do you need advice from me?
I'm not happy because I can't seem to find the right guy, and nor am I looking for the right guy, and I have more the mentality of, I don't need to change my zip code because I live in the west side. I have a 310. I mean, I have a guy's name.
By the way, that's an area code, not a zip code. I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's what I meant, area code. Sorry. My work deals with zip codes, and I'm on the phone all day long talking to a bunch of idiots, so my brain fries on me.
So why do you need advice?
Well, I guess, it's not that I need advice. It's just that, what is the deal? Do women that have a lot to say, men are just not interested in that? Is that the deal? I mean, even if they are wanting to have a healthy sex life and not have a relationship, let's just say I don't want a relationship at all.
I think that's great.
The last thing I want in the world is a relationship.
Fantastic.
Well, what do you do when you've got a bunch of idiotic men that claim to be that guy that doesn't want that, and I'm not playing games here.
Do what I do. Hit them and quit them. If they get like that, they get too clingy, dump them.
So it's just a battlefield is what you're saying?
Of course, it's war out there. I say it all the time.
Yeah, well, you know, I just was making a comment.
I have a zero-tolerance policy. Now, in my case, what do I have zero tolerance for? Arguing. There will be no arguing.
Yeah.
There'll be no compromising. There'll be no debating. I don't need your critiques on what I wear, how I dress, what I eat, what I drink, if I smoke weed. No, your advice, not necessary, not welcome. The minute people start doing that, they get a swift kick out the door. Done.
Yeah, unsolicited advice is not welcome in my home either.
Well, there you go. So the point is, when someone starts doing something you don't approve of, kick them out.
Well, I do, and then I'm considered, see, I'm in a lose.
Who cares? See, you're a typical broad because you're worried about what other people think. Who cares what other people think?
I don't, but I have,
People think who cares what they think?
You're right. Okay, you're right, absolutely. And,
the most important thing is getting what you want for you. That's it.
But it's a lonely place out there.
No, it's not. I'm not lonely. You know how I've got people around me all the time.
You're not lonely? Okay.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not.
Well, I'll just take a little video cam of you at Lola's one day and see how lonely you really are.
Go ahead. Give it a shot. Last year on Valentine's Day, I was at Lola's with a woman on each side of me.
Oh, okay.
And I did it in public, and I announced I was doing it so people would see it.
That's a good technique. Maybe I should just, do you have anything on your website where I can take notes? I mean, like a daily rule book of,
No, you have to tune in. This is where the rule book is given out, right here.
Oh, okay.
You need to sit and take notes. I am the professor, but like any professor, you have to sit down and take notes in my class. I don't write this stuff out for you. When you were in college, did the professor give you notes?
No, I just have to tape record it. But okay, well, I just started listening to your show. I've called in a few times, and what's his name? Dino? Is his name Dino?
Dino, yes.
He's a very witty guy, and I almost wanted to just drive over there and slap him across the face, but with love. And I'm hooked on your show now.
Well, he'd love to crack your ass, and then the two of you will be off to the races.
Well,
and you'd love it.
I probably would because I'm competitive. So.
When that dopey dago cracks your ass with an open palm, I'll tell you what.
Wow. Well, you'll be the first to know, Tom. You will be the first to know.
Then you could lord your intelligence over him, and he'll be lording something else over you.
Yeah, and then he's going to be the typical guy that says he's not clingy, doesn't want a relationship, and you know what? I'm going to be hearing about it.
But then you dump his dago ass.
Okay, well, I like your style. Keep continuing with this style, and I'm going to keep continuing to listen to your show, and I may call in every now and then. And I promise you one thing, Tom.
What's that?
I will never, ever interrupt you again.
That's good. Especially if I'm cracking your ass.
Well, wouldn't you like to?
Wouldn't you like it?
Well, maybe I would, maybe I wouldn't. I'll leave you with that. Actually,
I guess you'll just have to find out.
Leave me with that.
What's that?
Said, why don't you leave me with that thought? I don't want to be...
I just did.
Tom Leykis. 1-800-5800-TOM. Tom Leykis.
I would rather lose a testicle than miss your show.
Why, thank you for that. It's the Tom Leykis Show.